This is the Berman Project. Hey, it's JD here, back for another week of introspection and reflection on loss, grief, and the pathway to mental wellness, all the while nourishing my soul with the music and art of the late indie rock singer-songwriter David Berman. How are you doing, motherfuckers? I'm on the lower side of up. So I'm starting to come down from an up, which is always triggering because it can almost beget itself. It's like the feeling that I have right now is like, oh, fuck, here it comes again, and it can almost be this, this manifest into reality. And it's real troubling for me. So there's that. I hope you're well. There's still, a lot of COVID out there. There's some long COVID. There's, just people that are just sick. I have a tremendous, a tremendous friend who is going through ALS right now, Lou Gehrig's disease. And Lou Gehrig can fucking have it back. Matty is a warrior. He is an absolute warrior, but this is a war that he can't win, and that fucking sucks. So if you're out there and you're suffering, or you're smiling through it like Matty is, know that you're not alone. And that's important. It's real important. We can be a little collective here. JD at mediumalchemist.com. Anytime. So there's that. I wanted to record this now because I just posted an episode, and then I was fucking around on the internet and I saw that the Toronto Raptors have fired Nick Nurse. And it got me thinking, Nick Nurse was the coach he had the plan that was good enough to win, the NBA championship in 2019. Now, granted, very different team. There's two huge players that are not on that team anymore, and that's Kyle Lowry and that's Kawhi Leonard. Now, there's, lots of other players that have come and gone in between, and there's lots of really talented players. Like people might be saying right now, like, how come you're not talking about, so-and-so or this player or that player? Well, that's the elite. And, Gasol was great. What he did for us was great. And Serge, that was a lot of fun. But those two were stirring the drink, right? The plan that was put together by Nick Nurse. Now you might be thinking, are you just going to fucking talk about basketball? And the answer is absolutely not, because I'm way out of my depth. Way out of my depth. I don't talk about much in pro sports these days. There was a time I could have talked your ear off about baseball and about hockey, and even a little bit about football, but and definitely professional wrestling. So there's that. What struck me though is that this is somebody that the Raptors have invested heavily in. They've hired uh, assistant coaches based on recommendations made by coach nurse. They've, probably focus on, different exercises and things like that based on drills that are run by, the nurse coaching staff and, that kind of stuff. And now that all goes out the window. It all goes out the window. But the goal is still the same. The goal is still to win a championship. And the parallel I'm trying to draw here is that the NBA championship is living your fucking life with some semblance of joy and hopefulness. That's the NBA championship to a layperson. Just fucking existing. Is that too extreme? I don't know. I don't think it is. Just fucking existing. Your coach is the person who's coming up with the plan, who's got a plan. They're quarterbacking everything. Your doctors, your psychiatrists, your therapists, your pharmaceuticals, your pharmacists. That's your team. That's your coaching team. And it's like, I can't even imagine having the ability to just fire them all. I wouldn't. Not even the brand new one. Who I've only met twice. I've got a lot of time for what they have to say. So I will execute their game plan. But it is stressful that they can leave as well. There was a little bit of tug of war with Nick Nurse and the Toronto Raptors, especially toward the end of the season. And the tug of war got ugly and it got public. It was, and it just got me thinking, I'm in a good place. The team is assembled. The team is assembled. Everything is in place. Is it just me now having to get into the right frame of mind? That's what I don't know. That's what is going to be curious and peculiar as the weeks and months trickle through my fingers. Just fucking existing.
Call me from Albemarle Station if you can. I hope you find a concentration beneath those ceiling fans. We used to dance in the split level ranch, moonlight flooding the room. Now you're gone and the shades are all drawn in my air-conditioned tomb. Bad roads, bad snow, bad bridges could turn a once bad man religious. If thy kingdom ever comes, you better run, 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 run. abandoned, driving with ivy growing over the screen. It's like I caught Hollywood sleeping, sleep without the dreams. Magic shop in Colonial Watts, something gets pushed by the wind. The world's not ready, the world's not ready. Chimes of rabies are ringing again. Bad roads, bad snow, bad bridges could turn a once bad man religious. If thy kingdom ever comes, you better run, 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 run. There must be a pool out behind the church, 'cause he looks so cool in the back of a hearse. After his debutante trial, all the citizens began to dress in his style. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful world.
All right, that was Albemarle Station from Natural Bridge. What a fucking song, right? What a song. You're at a party and you put that on, and there are going to be several conversations that stop to pay attention to what this song is, because it's not something that they're familiar with. And yet you, as the Pavement fan, likely recognize the pavementiness of that song. And Albemarle Station, I'll say it again with confidence. There's definitely something pavementy about it, right? It's got an interesting structure. I think it's got a great structure. It's got a great set of bones, they might say. The melody is slackery enough as well that it can't help but lure you in. You know, it really pulls you in, and it almost becomes, a hook in that way, which is interesting because it's, there's no big melodic hook. Lyrically, this is otherworldly. Bad roads, bad snow, bad bridges could turn a once bad man religious. If thy kingdom ever comes, you better run, 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 run. Just like a great sense of humor in that, but just a great turn of phrase as well. I've been there. I've been driving on horrible roads where I've been white knuckling it, and you do find God. Very rarely do you find God on prom night. It's God shows up on those winding roads covered in ice, though. I don't even know where else to tell you. I mean, that's basically your chorus. Yeah, there must be a Spanish word for this feeling. The rush that I get when I'm stealing from the dust Congress, whose dollars and dimes say, "In dust we trust." Oh yeah, the world is not ready for you. Like, he's funny. God damn. And he's not here anymore. Why are all my heroes dead? Said the near 50-year-old man. Want to be my hero? Send me an email, jd@mediumalchemist.com. I need a new hero. Tell me who my new hero should be. Should it be you? Should it be somebody you know? I don't know. I got a podcast feed, and a Shure microphone, and vocals that go for miles and miles and miles. Let's read a poem. All right, this comes as always from Actual Air by David Berman. This is called Serenade for a Wealthy Widow. Serenade for a Wealthy Widow. Nude, descending staircase, headless, not knowing where she is going, but brave because all dreams lack conclusions and she is not enlisted to an ending. The abstract cannons in the background are still unfired, still the temperature of a bird, while a depth charge buried in blue paint sparkles the door plaques and crab apples of S Street. In the morning you rise from your bed, and the self-portraits come streaming in. A cold black maple hanger clatters to the floor, sputtering police language now, blank now. Ideas reach out with dwarf arms, rheumy-eyed, covered in weak syntax and powder burns. From here at your office, near the end of the river, where messages still trickle in from the interior, like, I am here, and I am here. That was Serenade for a Wealthy Widow by David Berman from the book Actual Air. And that's a doozy, right? You guys don't see how the sausage gets made back here, but I read these into like a template. There's a template at this point where I can drag and drop the song in, and this is where I read the poem, and whatever. And this week went a little bit long, so partway through me reading, all of a sudden the outro came into my ear and scared the living shit out of me. So if you can spot the part where the outro comes in and scares the living shit out of me, send me an email, jd@mediumalchemist.com. Would love to hear from you. Yeah, that's just I don't have a clue what it's about. I love the not knowing where she is going. Like, it makes me realize that if like a good person were reading these, and really rehearsing them and really killing it, that they just go up a notch. They just go up a notch. And it's fucking great stuff. So there's that. That's what I've got for you this week. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed myself immensely. I'll talk to you again real soon. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and wash your goddamn hands. The Berman Project is a production of Douvra Podcasts and Such. You can find out more about the show at www.thebermanproject.xyz. That's right, I'm fucking Canadian. I'm also social. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, and all the rest at Berman Project.
Douvra Podcasts and Such.